Thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host. Just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona, and hopefully today with our bets and your bets, it's going to be another profitable day for you. Tuesday, April 15th, NBA play-in. We are into the playoffs now, or close to it here for the NBA. We're out of the regular season as that last few weeks at least was getting, man, it was like you had to check to see who the hell was playing and all that kind of fun stuff. We know now for the play-in, everybody's going to be playing. We don't have to worry about all of a sudden we're sick or whatever the hell we were trying to do there at the end was getting ugly. So we've got a couple of games on the board here. A couple of really good games too, 7-8 matchups. So winner gets in as the 7 seed. Loser gets to play the winner of the 9-10 to be the 8 seed. We'll get started here at 7:30 Eastern Time. Hawks Magic in Orlando, 5 point. Pretty much 5 everywhere for the Magic. And then, basically that's a key number there at 5. 210 roughly money line, 216.5 roughly on the total there for the Magic, about everywhere as well. Orlando's been the Banchero time missed, Franz Wagner missed, Jalen Suggs missed a lot of time, Moritz Wagner has missed a ton of time as well. He's been out for the season for a while. They've had a lot of injuries. So, they came off that last year's season. They didn't really add any shooters, which I thought was kind of a big miss by them. I thought if they added some three-point shooting, they definitely had a chance to kind of come up the ranks. The Hawks, Rizisher has been a decent little, their number 1 pick overall has been, decent player for them. They didn't really add any inside depth. They're still running around like mad crazy, don't play a bunch of defense. The Magic still rely a little bit on defense. Banchero's picked up a little bit on the scoring pace compared to last year. His totals for today are ridiculously high. A little bit of it is the Hawks, and then everybody expects in the playoffs you're going to score a little bit more, and I think the books are, wanting to take advantage of the over players, I think, a little bit on that as well. We didn't play the unders. We stayed away from a little bit of that stuff, but just FYI, if you're looking at those, points and stuff like that, those numbers are a little bit inflated for Banchero, especially on that. So just keep that in mind. But it should be a pretty good game here. We expect the Magic to kind of figure this thing out, especially late, and kind of, win this thing probably by double digits in this one here. So we'll give you the plays we've got for this particular game here. We do like the Magic minus 1.5 first quarter, 3 first half, 5 for the game. We're going to play Banchero, 8+ points in the first quarter. Trae Young, 10+ assists. Okongwu for the Hawks under 14.5 points. And Trae Young, 5+ turnovers in that game. So expect that defense to kind of clamp down for the Magic. Banchero, like I said, his line was at 30.5 points basically everywhere. That's a little steep, we think, for Banchero. Rebounds was at 8.5 when he's normally around 6.5, 7, right around there. So he's a little steep. Franz Wagner is normally 23.5 points, was at 25.5. So everything kind of inflated a little bit because it's the Hawks and it's the playoffs a little bit. So the top 2 scoring guys kind of, it was a little bit too much there. I think if you want to play those guys, I think the way to play those is under. Like Paulo is at 2.5 threes as well for the over-under. I think the under is probably the play there. So if you're looking to play a few more player props, I think there's some you can take advantage of some unders there. I think Paulo comes out early. The thing you got to worry about too is if the Magic can get a sizable lead, which I think they can against the Hawks, he could be sitting in the 4th. So keep that in mind. But I think he comes out and he can get 8 to 10 points in that first quarter. And the Magic can build up a little bit of a lead, especially first quarter and halftime, kind of extend that thing through the third quarter and make a little bit of work out of it. Next game up, we've got at 10 o'clock Eastern time, Warriors, Grizzlies. Warriors at home, favored by 7. A little bit of a letdown after they went to work against the Clippers. Clippers just really clamped down defensively, and Kawhi went to work. Harden went to work, and they ended up getting the Warriors, even though, Jimmy Butler had a really good game. Curry had a pretty good game, but too many turnovers late. Draymond was a little bit of a disappointment on the boards and assist-wise. 229 total in this game. Here's the thing on this Grizzlies-Warriors game. I understand it's a play-in tournament, They have blown by this 229 tournament in all 4 games that these two have played. Most of the games have ended in the 240s. I understand they've only had, I believe, 1+1 game or so. since the Jimmy Butler trade, but that game was in the 250s. Now, that game also had Curry scoring 50 points. John Morant, I believe, scored 38 points or 36 points. But 229, the Grizzlies all of a sudden are going to play defense? Now, I know the Warriors play a little bit better defense with Jimmy Butler, but really? We expect the Grizzlies to play defense? That would be something new because we haven't seen that all season long for them. We like that. Love that total. Grizzlies Warriors over 55.5 first quarter, over 111.5 first half, 229 for the game. John Morant, 25 plus points. It's a little juicy at 25. You can play it like 26, 27. You save a little bit on the juice. Tried to save a little bit there. Curry, 29 plus points. I will tell you this. That line is a little bit inflated, but they expect Curry to play a little bit more, obviously. And like I said, the Grizzlies haven't played defense this whole season, so why start today? Curry 5 plus threes. That's another one that's heavily juiced. His line is normally 4.5 over under 4.5, and it's at 5.5 for this game. Draymond triple double. He did have a triple double in a game against the Grizzlies. It was plus like 1,700 was the best we found it on FanDuel. So definitely got some big plus money there by going with Draymond to get a triple double, and then Draymond 7 plus rebounds as well. So we took a little bit of a gamble there with Draymond for a triple double, but we love that Draymond 7 plus rebounds. You could play him for 8. That's going to be his over under numbers at 7.5. You pay a little bit more juice for that 7 number. We just like to get that one, I think, in the bank. I think 7's definitely obtainable. I think he gets to 10, but we were willing to pay a little bit more juice just to kind of secure that play just in case he doesn't get the double-digit number. All right, so that wraps up our Tuesday, April 15th plays for the NBA. We'll be back with Wednesday plays, then Thursday and Friday as well, and then Saturday, Sunday, we get into the meat of the playoffs. We went through a lot of bets, though, for a couple of games. You want to see those bets? No problem at all. We've got them posted in multiple spots online. TikTok, YouTube, channel pages as well. At the end of every episode on YouTube, it's a link to our Google Sheets, docs.google.com/spreadsheet, bunch of other stuff behind it. Click on that link. Scroll down to April 5th. First of all, go to the basketball 24-25 tab. Scroll down to April 15th. Once you do, you'll see all of our bets, what juice we got those at, how many units we wagered, what book we placed them at, and then obviously once the games are over, the results. So you can check those out when you get some time. Do you like the content that you're seeing here and you'd like to see some more? We'd love to have you along for the ride. All you need to do is hit follow or subscribe, depending on the social media platform you're watching us on, and we'll show up in your follow or subscriptions tab, or make life simple for yourself. Turn on the notifications for that social media platform, and you'll get a notification sent to your phone or device to let you know Sports Bets for Free has dropped a new episode of bets. Give you plenty of time to match those up with your bets and give you the ton of confidence you need heading to the betting app or betting window. Also, private Discord channel available for all of you out there. Yes, it is a few bucks per month, but if you're wagering over $100 per month total, definitely a great place to be to help you, whether you're a novice or been doing this for a long time, help you make some dollars. And there's well over 100 members to help with some other ideas as well. Plus, you're going to get bonus bets that we don't put out for the general public on Formula One, golf, and some other stuff, and some bonus parlays as well. So well worth the investment by getting there on the private Discord channel. All you need to do, once again, subscribe to us through TikTok. Once you do that, we will send you the Discord invite and get you all taken care of. We do appreciate everybody's support as always, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode.